Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to say Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and orders of great millstone. Salutations to the sincere Aki. I'm pushing this truth and all due diligence and sincerity. You know the times that we're living in, man. Extremely dark times where nothing but death, tribulation, and destruction is coming for the wicked upon the face of the earth, man. I'm going to start from Matthew's, the 24th chapter. And I'm going to start from, let's start from verse 6, man. These are the words of Yahweh Shai, as you can clearly see written in red. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. America potentially invading Iran, them taking away Venezuela's president, putting him in jail, um, potentially Taiwan being taken by China because they're emboldened by America's actions. Ukraine and Russia still ongoing. Um, uh, America taking Greenland for strategic purposes because they want to prevent Russia or China from acquiring the territory. Wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. See, these are necessary evils. While the whole world is praying for peace, we are praying earnestly for this destruction to come and this evil, meaning a bad time for the earth. So we move that one step closer to our liberation. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Extreme weather. That's just been a thing for years, and it's going to continue to be a thing until this destruction cometh. You see, whilst the rest of the earth is praying against these things, we're praying for them. The whole mentality is different because these sorrows need to take place in order for us to transition out of this wicked kingdom into our own. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Because, if these wicked niggas and these devils have the power to, they put us to death now. But ultimately, some of us are going to be put down for the sake of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but we will be put up and elevated. Even in death, they can't separate us from the Lord. And some of us are going to be brought up to council. Some of us are going to be thrown in prison for the sake of the Lord, because the same way they hated the Lord, that same energy, they're going to bring that right back to us, man. But the Lord is with us, and that's the difference. When the enemy shall come up as a flood, like is written, the Lord shall raise up a standard against him, man. And that standard refers to the fact that the Lord is going to embolden and strengthen us, man, with spiritual power, man. So we ought not to have the spirit of fear. However, going back into Matthew 24 and 10, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Because iniquity shall abound, meaning that wickedness is going to be the norm, the love of many shall wax cold. People are going to be extremely cold-hearted. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Endurance. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness, and that's going out through the internet, man, through the unicorn, unto all nations, and then shall the end come. But as you can clearly see there, the scripture's talking about a time of great judgment, a time of tribulation, and ultimately, man, violence and evil that's going to take hold of the earth. Now, that's ultimately going to start first and foremost in the land of America, and then it's going to spread. Excuse me just a sec. And then that's going to spread, you see, because the Lord is bringing these necessary evils. They're going to overtake the land, primarily over there in Babylon. You're going to see death like you've never seen it before, but it's going to spread across the entire face of the earth. 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe, meaning destruction to the world, and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The modern day sword being the gun, and you're going to see that in a second. For there shall be sedition among men, ill feeling and invading one another. In the US, Donald Trump has got these federal agents out known as ICE out there. The police are coming against them in certain states. The people are sure as hell coming against them because ICE is basically a private army set upon the American public to literally just move on immigrants, man. And primarily Jake, there was a so-called white woman that got shot. She was a lesbian bitch. She got shot in the head by one of those ICE agents. All sorts of shit is going on in America. There's a lot of uprisings, a lot of different factions. You got racial tensions, class tensions. Even the Alphabet Gang got issues over there with the ICE agents. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. You got tensions in the police. It's gonna be hell when the volcano erupts over there. But there'll be sedition among men and invading one another. People are gonna get to the point where they're real desperate for survival. Are gonna be breaking into each other's houses. Even before then, you're gonna have situations like with these ICE agents breaking into people's houses and cars. You saw what happened with that woman. They told her to stop. The woman technically used the car as a weapon and drove it at the ICE agent and got shot in the head through the windshield. There'll be sedition among men and invading one another. People are gonna have their houses raided. In the UK, people are having police turn up at their door because they made a post on the internet that the state don't like. All sorts of shit. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. It's going to be a time of trouble such as has never been upon the face of the planet Earth. And you're going to see an example here. The a Black Panther, modern day Black Panther party were part of a protest against ICE in Philadelphia. And you got this Jake over here saying, listen, he'll put a hole as big as a window in the chest of one of the ICE agents. Whether he could shoot that gun or not, you'll see. Anyway, yo, you got people forming militias. You got the new Black Panther Party, straight up militia. Death was some agents in there. You got the ICE agents. You got the police. Listen, shit is gonna get dicey in America, man. The time of Jacob's trouble is here, man. And literally, we're at the door of this judgment. Let's play this video.
No ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest the size of a window. Safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interactions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns and we don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe. Because them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are going to legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's going to be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like...
You heard that? He said those that serve in the public should be fearful that the public ain't going to be happy with the job that they're doing. He said, yo, see a normal shotgun, the barrels that come out of that? This is a semi-automatic shotgun. It can shoot those, but rapidly. Whew. Yo, you don't want to get hit with a pumpy. Listen, Ezekiel 7:5, you get the point. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, an evil and only evil behold is come. An end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold it is come. You see, people are not going to give a fuck about nothing. Empathy's going out the window. You saw the hate in that Jake's eyes, man, for those ICE agents. He's going to go at it, but ultimately, that destiny, yeah, like,
no ICE agent ever run up on me. I guarantee you they won't. I put a hole in their chest aside.
You see, this destiny right here, that's the destiny of the 2/3, man. You're not going to see Jake out there like that, because the Lord is gonna make the elector is Jake, I should say, the elector Israel out there like that, because the Lord is gonna make us his battle axe and weapons of war. We're gonna get spiritual power. The Lord said that the meekest among us will be as King David in that day. You're not gonna see us out here talking this type of shit.
Of a window, safe line repair, safe line replace. That's what's gonna happen. They touch me. Unarmed woman was killed by ICE. If you think you about to come and brutalize the people while we're standing here, fuck around and find out. Our interaction.
He said, "Fuck around and find out." Yo, look at his eyes.
Actions with the police and ICE, and we hold them accountable. We hold them accountable. We patrol the community and we hold them accountable. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense, we're the same Panther Party from back in the day, but we're a little more aggressive now, you dig? Carry bigger guns.
And if you know about the ancient Black Panther Party, they were set up by Esau Edom, man. When you go into it, ultimately, all that Huey Newton and all of that, listen, they were paid off, man. There was a whole setup that was never created to empower so-called black people. The Black Panther Party ain't done nothing for Jake, man. It just allowed Esau to come back down with harsher measures, because they were basically saying, yo, these niggas got militias now and they're forming power against us, that they're gonna try and take us down. And it just gave Esau Edom a reason to come down with drugs and force and a lot and bigger guns, man. You can't defeat Esau Edom with his own blessing. His blessing was the sword. Yes, Jake, you got warriors amongst us. You got Gad, Reuben, Sakar, even Benjamin got some warriors up in there as well. But listen, you can't beat Esau Edom with his own shit.
We don't take no shit. Places where there are a lot of immigrants at, I think that the community around them needs to take special care to them and needs to start escorting them to and from everywhere to make sure that they're safe.
And you got niggas like that in the ISUPK. I guarantee you'll see Tazariak out here say, yeah, bro, Black Power, but yeah, well, we the 12 tribes, the black Hebrew Israel. We ain't black, man. But you'll see the ISUPK. This is what the ISUPK stand for. This is exactly what those types of camps are about. If this Jake was in his right mind, he'd understand that the Lord ain't trying to save all Israel. He's trying to save all black people. He's a shooter for the Black Panther Party. But the Lord's not coming for black people, man. All that's gonna happen is he's gonna get laid down by, if it's not the ICE agents, it'll be the army, or a police agent will just get him, or some agent that Esau Edom got out there will get him out there, bare face just out there holding a semi-automatic shotgun, talking about, yeah, fuck around and find out. Crazy. But this is the sign of the times. You don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, because iniquity is abounding, because those ICE agents are doing fuckery, the love of many is waxing cold.
Them ICE agents ain't gonna act like that if it's a bunch of people standing outside with assault rifles and shotguns. It's a semi-automatic shotgun. That means them shotgun shells that shoot out of a pump, they shoot them rapidly. If you are gonna legally arm yourself with something bigger than what they got. Those who serve in the public, they should be fearful of the public. They should be fearful that the public's gonna be dissatisfied with their job that they're doing, not feeling like.
And you can find the page there, something black made. Listen, the Lord is not coming for black people. That's the message. Shalom.